For starters, the switch has an internal power supply, which is nice. Since it uses a standard power cable, there is no big transformer cluttering up the cabinet or a big wall wart blocking electrical outlets. It has a switch on the front labeled VS, but it is not mentioned in the documentation. I had to do a little digging to discover it as the VLAN switch. From what I could surmise, if the switch is on V, then ports 1 to 4 are isolated from each other, and can only communicate with the device on port 5. If the switch is on S, then ports 1 to 4 can directly communicate with each other. I would recommend if you are using this as a standard switch for PCs, laptops, etc. Then you put the switch on S, but if you are connecting IoT devices or cameras, you move the switch to V. The VLAN setting is nice if this is a secondary switch just for your IoT and POE devices where direct device-to-device communication isn't needed, but if it is a single switch that provides net. If you have a non-POE device connected on ports 1 to 4, the orange light will be off, as it should, so there is no indication of port speed. Other than being a little light on the documentation, this is a nice little switch, and 78 watts should be more than enough to power your POE devices. I've been looking for a good, cheap POE switch to upgrade and plug my IP cameras. I ordered the Aumox 5-port POE switch and was looking forward to find exactly that. The device arrived in a pretty OEM box with not much description, which is great by me as long as it works as intended. Everything you will need comes inside the box, from brackets to adapters for rack use as well as plastic feet if you will lay it in a desk or flat surface. Also, a power cable is included, and great news, the power supply is inside the box, so it's way easier to use and one less piece to figure out a place for. No Ethernet cable, but you should already have them for this product and is really not needed. I was very hesitant to try the instant net button as you don't really want each camera to talk to each other, but to connect all to the NVR or network you are going to use. I tested connecting 4 POE camera. As a huge bonus, the device is fanless, so there are no mechanical parts that will fail down the road. I highly recommend this device to anybody looking for an easy to install POE switch and hope it powers my cameras for a long time down the road. This is a solid POE switch. For those wondering, a POE switch is a switch that also sends power over the network cables for devices that support it, like POE security cameras. Solid metal build construction here instead of the plastic of some other switches. It offers 1 uplink port and 4 downlink ports, so you can connect up to 4 POE or regular network devices. I have tested this with my home lab, connecting it to a Gigabit file server as well as an Amcrest POE camera. Worked fine. Power was passed through to the POE camera, so no external power source was needed. No issues there. As this is an unmanaged switch, there is no configuration needed, just plug and play. Make sure to plug in a cable in the uplink port back to your network or router if you expect to get internet access on your connected devices. A few things to note: the little red triangle that you see to the left of the ports when the device is powered up, just means that the device is on. The little switch on the right side marked S and V is for activating the VLAN mode. 99% of people should just keep this set to S and it will work like a regular switch. The V mode is for activating what they call the VLAN mode, which isolates each of your 4 POE devices so they can communicate with the uplink but not with each other. When you plug in POE device, you will see the orange LED on that port. That means that the device is sending power. If you have a POE device connected and you see the green network LED but not the orange POE LED on that port, check your power cable. Try reseating the power cable on both ends. This switch uses the standard power cable type that you will see used with most computers and monitors. Click link in description for more reviews.